Hello, Internet. So yeah, before I do anything, let me check something real quick. I don't think I have anything to turn in. No, okay, cool. I'm gonna basically open up all these, thingies. These, armor coffers, so yeah. Oh my gosh, my inventory got full all of a sudden, hold up. Oh my gosh, that's my bad. Jeez, hold up. My inventory was like empty, and I was doing stuff apparently, and I guess now it's not empty, so yippee. So let me get this sorted out real quick, and then I will proceed to open all this crap. Stuff, things, whatever. Alright. Oh jeez, I got a lot of flax there. So I guess I should go into Stalker Raimi next time. Oh man. Where's the like I'm missing something else. Yes, okay, I see it. No, that's not gonna matter. Alright. I'll try to make some space there. I'm gonna put some stuff in my retainers. Yeah, this one's almost at 175, so just gotta put one more thing in. I should do the trick. Alright. Wait a minute. What's the thing, right? Is this using a recipe? No. Okay, I can sell it. Oh my gosh. That's kind of annoying. Alright. Sorry about that. Guess I'll put this in there. It's cloth. Anyway, do I have it somewhere else? Yeah. Oh, it's in this one. Okay, cool. I mean, do I need this though? There's only 4. Other tabletop. Chainmail fending. Ooh, barding though. That's kind of cool. This is a very... Wait a minute, go. Wait a minute, is this the open thing? Oh, Cicero. Whatever. Wait, I gotta find a stone, because stone's going here. Need to find some. This is a waste of time. Alright, okay, it's like, let's even in this one. Is cloth in here? Cloth is in there, okay. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, good enough. I just need space so I can put the stuff that's in this saddlebag in here. Which I guess I don't need to, yet, because I've got stuff in here already. So let me just start with the stuff that's in here. This is attire. Oh man, you get full sets of armor. Nice. Oh my gosh. I hope I have enough space in my inventory. I probably don't. A lot of this stuff's probably going to have to go into my, thingy thing. My flipping, yeah. Okay. Well, hold on. Oh, dude, actually, you get actual things that are like your fist for weapons. I like that. Too bad it's like 15 less than what I currently have. Oh man, I like the hand wraps a lot more than effing actual weapons. You have no space for my weapons though, so... Oops, wrong button. Okay. Alright, let me check something real quick. Pacifist. Pacifist. Like, I guess you don't need the belt, because I believe I also read, like, in the patch notes or something, that the belt and stuff's going away. This looks okay. I'm gonna end up keeping all of it, though, just because, like, I don't have a lot of custom armors right now in the game. At least, well, I'm sure after I open all these, right? Okay, well that's... Man, this is gonna take a while to get through all this crap. Sorry in advance. That was the pacifist stuff, right? Wait a minute. Okay, machinist answer there. Oh, I don't have a level 70 Dragoon, so I can't see what that looks like. Oh, I got some whatchamacallit stuff, some earrings and rings. I'll probably get rid of those. Oh, different class. Let's try the machinist stuff. Oh, dude, that actually works out because I don't have any level 80 gear. Or, actually, never mind. I don't think I have anything higher for 70 gear, I meant. So I could go ahead and wear it on this character. So I basically just power leveled them to 80 and then I just stopped using them. The machinist. Wait, is this what it is? The Maki or whatever? Oh, that looks actually pretty cool. I mean, you can't see the belt because it's not an actual aesthetic item, but... Alright, well that works out. Because now I get to just have my machinist look like this. At least until I get another set of stuff that's like, you know, more whatever. Is that all I had? Let me see. Dragoon, monk. Wait, this is... Wait, what? Did I put the wrong chess piece in? I probably didn't put the chess piece in, actually. I didn't just put the chess piece in. It's not an idea. You're good. Body hands. Alright. Pacifist vest. Yes. I guess I need to try it on to make sure it's the right one, but it's fine. Alright, so once I get a level 70 Dragoon, which I don't have, I can use this other one. Which is looking like the only other thing. Well, it's the only one I've opened so far. I've got like a bunch more to open, so let's get around. Let's do that. Alright. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh, okay, the ones that are accessories are probably, yeah. Whatchamacallit. Nameless armor. Oh, I think whatchamacallit. Nameless samurai. Oh, that looks actually pretty cool. At least the chest piece does. There's no waste piece. That's a cool look. I mean, the head piece can kind of, you know, maybe not so much. I don't know. I do like this though. It actually looks like a legit samurai. Oh, wait a minute. Let me unequip it so I can put it in the thing. Wait a minute, I did the thing where I get, yeah, because it's head, body, hands, so I keep forgetting that. Alright, then we got the legs, feet. I think I just did the legs, right? Yeah. The feet, legs, feet. Not gonna worry about this. That's over here, because... yeah. Oh my gosh, I have so many of these to go through. Kind of questioning if I want to bother with a red. Wait, shouldn't be... yeah, I'm finally opening them. Where did it go? What class is it on? Red. 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 Where the F is... oh, red mage. Okay. Derp. Alright. Red mage. Where the F? Oops, that's not... okay. Clearly someone's not... okay, there it is. Oh, looks fancy. It's... oh my, yes, this looks very fancy. Nice red mage. Looking nice, red mage. Oh yeah, that is definitely a nice, fancy looking red mage. Oh. Alright, putting that in the thing. Man, I really wish you could just do the whole set when you're doing this, not one piece at a time. Oh well. Yeah, I've got 200 spaces, so I'm good on space still. Red boots. Oh. Let's see, true blue. I'm gonna guess this is probably the mage. Going off of the last thing I just did. Oh man. Yep, nice and fancy for the mage. I mean, the gloves are kind of but whatever. This looks more swashbuckly than the, or piratey. Ah, okay. Good to know. Oh, oops, that's not what I wanted. Triple. Outsider's attire. What the F? Yeah, okay. Oh, these are all the, I don't remember getting these. I must have got them off of job quests, like the initial job quests. Oh, okay, now it makes sense, because it was like the level 60s. Which is like why you don't get the, if I could find it, geez. The stuff from them when you do your job quest, because you've already done so many. 10th levels. Oh, yeah, job quest, okay, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, is like, since you get these jobs at like level 60, that's why you probably don't get the flippin' stuff for them. I don't remember it, because it's just like all in one, or like, I only did like the one to unlock them, which gave me the thing. That's kind of, I don't know. It's fine, whatever. Outsider. Okay. Outsider's chops. Outsider's boots. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Soft steppers. Dancer. From the name of it sounds like. Where is this one? Oh, yeah, that's it. What? Is that a mask on? What? Well, this looks not like what I had in my brain. But I guess it looks like something a dancer would wear, so whatever. Wait, what? The feet didn't change, it looks like. Oh, there you go. Is that a thing on my face? What is a thing on my face? Huh. Okay, whatever. Huh. Body, hands, legs, feet. I believe that's it, since there's no LPs, right? Valor. It looks like the effing, whatchamacallit? Pladmia. Wait, I already have this. I feel like. Don't I? I feel like I already have the Valor set. Oh wait, maybe I don't remember that chest piece. No, I think I have this. I think, oh wait a minute, I don't have that. That I don't remember. But then, wait a minute. That's because it didn't have the leg feet on. Okay, now I'm confused. Because I have a piece, I have something in here somewhere for Plaidens. Oh, it's a Gallant. It's not the same. similar though. Gallant. Item comparison. Oh, it's not the same. Okay. I'm so confused because I'm like, this looks very similar, and then I'm like, that's white. This has blue. Really? Best 50 slot? Ooh. It looks okay. Looks fine. Looks like a blood. Wait a minute, can I put these in here? Because if I put them in here, I've been wasting... Okay, never mind. That's right, it says on the item in the top right. Derp doesn't... Okay. Derp. Right. Valor. Yeah, it would have told me if I could, because usually if you put something in here that can go in the thingy, the armoire, it'll warn you first. And say, are you sure you want to put that in there? You can just put it in the armoire. You don't have to use a glamour prism. Because it feels like you can't put anything in the armoire. Like, everything has to be put in the flipping, blue bar. Primal accessories. Casting. Wait, is that a... What? Those are all helmets. Or wait, no, those are all... F? Those are not all helmets. Those are like accessories. Oh, okay. Oh, they're just accessories. Whatever. I can mess with there now. More accessories? What? Oh, green? Okay. Hellstorm attire. So is that black mage? Hellstorm. Magic. Oh, I'm right. Oh, okay. Yeah, all the... Okay, that's some magic stuff. Summoner, black mage, red mage, blue mage. Oh, that looks fancy. Whoops. Oh, what the F? Oh, primal sets. I don't know if very many of those. This looks, yeah, I don't know about this one. Looks a bit more blue-tastic. Whatever. Cast. Oh, augmented hellstorm. What that's it? I don't know. Wait, how's... I was about to say. Yeah, because I already have, like, better stuff than all this stuff now, so... Probably all not as good as the stuff I have, for the most part. Because all my characters are, like, 60, so... Unless it's, like, 60, and then better than the 60 stuff I can get. Wait, what did I just open? Hellfire? Oh, more cookies, nice. I'm curious, like, when did I get this? I don't... I'll just... Yeah, it is. Oh, wait a minute. What is this piece over here? Wait a minute, Hellfire, wait. Oh, that's... Wait, what? What the F? Wait, I'm so confused. Whatever, that was... What the F? 60... 70... Oh, wait, those are... Okay, dirt. Wait, there's a visor button? What's the visor button? I didn't know there was a visor button. Wait, is this it? No, it's these. Hellfire. Oh, this kind of looks... Beside the hat symbol. inside the... Oh. Oh! Huh. I didn't even know that was a thing. Your glowy horns. On the tips. Stuff. I'm guessing. 60. Augmented Hellfire. Wait a minute. Wrong button. Okay. Ooh, melee. This should be maybe a monk piece. Yeah, this is what I have on, it looks like. Which is weird, because... Yeah. This is... Or it's like an alternate version with even more yellow. Or different tone of yellow. Upgraded. Upgraded. Oh, that's right, because it's... Okay. Derp. Yeah, I was about to say, how's it upgraded? It does look a bit different, though. It's got like a bit of a red or brown thingy outline. Basically the same as what I've got on already, so yeah. Not sure if I want to keep this. Wait a minute. I want to see something. Looks like the... Okay, that's weird. That is weird. It's so weird. It's like a different, yeah, it's like a, yeah, it's like slightly different on the brightness. I'll go ahead and put it in there, it's whatever. Melee. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'll take it the easy way over grinding any day. Color garb. Oh, this is a ninja. Yeah, especially if it's just the same armor that you already have anyway, so... Or just a variation of it that's kind of the same. Or whatever makes it different. Same thing with the ninja thing, because it's basically the same. Sorcerer. Oh, this is Black Mage. Okay. This is weird. It's like... I don't know why there's two different versions of the artifact armor. That's kind of silly. Like, it doesn't really look different, and you can't... Yeah, or just synthesize it. Oh, I guess I could sell it. Oh no. How much does it sell for? 265. Oh. Probably is more valuable as a distant, or whatchamacallit. But yeah, like, this is weird, because like, you can't dye it. So I don't know why you would want to have two different things of these. Okay. So it's okay. So if I can do a long quest reward, you get okay. That makes sense, I guess. I mean, but like, it doesn't like. Is it actually better than FNE? Oh, yeah. What's in here? Wizards thingy. Wait, what do I have? Item comparison. Oh, I guess stats-wise, level 50. It is. Okay, never mind. Because I was like, how is this better? So, okay, level 45 stuff. Yeah, it's like barely better, but like only like, you know, like semantically better. It's not like super duper better, or like not better to the point of you know, actually making it worth it. Keep it. I mean, that being said, though, the more I think about it, the more it's, if I do run into space, this stuff is I'm gonna get rid of it, because it's like, it's not really, if you can just glamour it anyway with the whatchamacallit stuff. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'll see when I get there. Which I have not. Tantra. Okay, that was a bunch of stuff. Looks like a monk piece, because it says striking. Oh. Oh, what the what? Oh, this is the, okay, this is level, what, 60? Oh, this is the thing that guy wears. Your pal, your buddy, the other person helping you in the monk thingy quest line. Not a fan. I mean, yeah, the trainer guy, that guy. Not really a big fan of this look. I'm level 70, so I think I have that set. Hopefully. If not, whatever. Alright, 3 more. 3 what level weapon coffers? These are probably crap now. Yes, they are. Okay. That's fantastic. That's fan-flipping-tastic. I was fully gone for these. Now I don't need them at all. I mean, claw bone thingies? Whatever. I don't need them. I'm kind of over the whole what do my weapons look like in this game. So. I mean, now I got like the one that I got earlier. That was the oh, yeah, probably sellable. Too late. I already desynthesized it. Oh, it's blue though. Oh, that looks cool. It's a claw thingy. Oh, it's unique, untradeable, so I can't marketplace it. These ones though, these look like they would be cool. Yeah. Oh, see, oh wait, never mind. I was like, from the way it looked like, oh, you're just holding the handle, so it's not really on your hand. Bummer. I mean, they do look neat. That it's like, I like the way they look. I just don't like the fact that you don't like have giant claw gloves on. You're actually just holding giant claw hands by handles. Bummer-tastico. I mean, I guess I'll keep them though, because they do look cool. But they aren't actually what I thought when I was like, oh, they're giant claws. Because they're giant claws, but they don't exactly work like that. So, yeah. Okay, one last thingy of a weapon thingy. And then I can get back to the story. Glon's Faust. Man, I thought I had the level 70, like, better looking armor, and apparently I don't, so now I'm kind of annoyed by that. Oh, glowy stuff. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I'll take it. Take the glowy stuff. No, I don't. I thought I did because I did the 70 job quest, but nope. I don't have the next job quest open yet, so maybe soonish or not. Let me see something. Can those go in the thing? Nope, can't go in the armoire. Also can't go in the armoire. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's on the retainer, actually, because I took all my armor. Okay, actually, I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's not on the retainer. Unless I, like, still active in journal? No. It's, like, it's possible I might have discarded it, but I don't think I did, because I didn't do any discarding of that stuff. So I guess I just didn't get it yet. Let's see. Yeah, let's see any other thingies like that. Job quests. Let's see. Yeah, well, I done the 171 though, so maybe you get it later. Shadowbringers. Courage born of fear. I remember playing this part. Wait, no. Yeah, I wouldn't have discarded it because it was one of the ones I just got, and I was like, I'll open these soon, and then I just did that, so. Hey, I got plenty of space for my chocobo saddlebag now, so yay. Well, they did not give it, so whatever. Alright. Back to action. Back to Mordona. Go pay a visit to... Wait, what? Weaver Guild? To the Weaver Guild. Oh, can you get this stuff if you've, like, somehow gotten rid of it, or do they just resell it to you? NPCs. The Weaver Guild. Which one? Is it this way? That's probably this way. It's got a thingy on it. Offel Black Mage. Offel Black Mage. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, the Black Mage Guild. I was like, what are you talking about? Calamity, salvage, recompense, job, specific here? Would it be question words? It's probably job specific here, actually. Wait a minute, I actually want to see what they have for the, level 70. There it is. This is the only one on here, which is... Oh, you know what? I did have that one. Okay, so I do have these. Like this. Well, this one I have. I put it in the thingy, but that's like the only one. Because I saw it and I was like, wait a minute. Now I'm confused. Yeah, I had this. I put it in the thing because I was like, ugh, no thanks. Or just like, you know, I don't. Yeah. I did not. I mean, it's not like I didn't like it. It's just like, you know. I don't like it as much as what I have on, because I don't like running around with my chest exposed, so it's not my cup of tea. Not for me. But I did get this, yes. Okay, now I'm curious what he has for the, whatchamacallit. Plus the achievement thingy. Oh, okay, you can go back here to get this stuff. I didn't know that. Good to know. I was like, what is this stuff? Cool. Okay, it just costs a gil. Good to know. So if I ever get rid of it, I can just buy it from here. Okie dokie. Well, back to... Yes indeed. Wait a minute. Back to the whole mystery of the calling and whatnot. Ah, yeah, you could just get it from them. Yeah, and just get... Yeah, that's good. Good to know. Just use gil instead of worrying about glamoring it with the, glamour prisms. Wait a minute, is it in here? I'm guessing it's in here. I don't even know, I'm just like, it's gotta be in the usual spot. Yeah, okay. Alize, what's next? Crystal ball action.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjury. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
That's still not how that works.
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Cryo. Yay, Cryo.
Cryo? I did not think you well enough to travel.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Cryo. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone. A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh? Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me. All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
Somewhere else.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
Oh, good idea.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
It was not. There's a whole thing.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So, I suggest we pay her a visit.
Alright, back to Matoya's cave it is. Come on, Otto. Teleport me there. Don't make me fast travel all the way across the realm. Come on. Oh, bummer. To Idleshire. Check something else. Three more. Three more. Get some extra XP on my Paladin. For some reason, Cameras is in by default. Anyway, back in Idleshire we are. Going back to Matoya's cave we go. I think I have a whatchamacallit weapon. Glamour. Like those glowing thingies, but they're like fire, but I never used them, so I'm not sure if they actually look like that. Like now I'm not sure if I even ever bought them. So I think I had like the chance to get them, but I just like didn't bother spending it. Yeah, I like how it uses the same music. At least I think it's the same music. Yeah, after all of this, I really want to go back and play all the old Final Fantasies just to like check all the references because I like how they did it. Which is actually like good timing because they're coming out with that Pixel Remaster series. Especially the Crystal Tower, that was just, man, that like made my day when I was playing it and like the music came on. And then you fought the poison cloud at the end. I was like, oh, so good. I tried playing the After Years, I just couldn't get into it. I think I tried playing 4 and then the sequel like back to back, and it was just too much. And I probably needed to take a break, and I didn't end up finishing 4. I played through 4, but I didn't play the After Years. But man, I do want to revisit that as well before Inwalker at some point. Ah, okay. Yeah, I played the when I played 4, I played the DS remake. So I haven't actually played the original version. I've played the original version, I just haven't finished it. Because when I actually played through it, I played it on the DS for the remake. But I'm not sure if I even have... Well, no, I have it. On the PS1, I think. The Anthology or whatever. Or Origins or whatever. Well, I have both of those, but like it has the original 4 version on it, so... Or the Super Nintendo version, so...
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Gaiety. They use a lot of, like, old English words I've never come across before.
Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat, too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
It's kind of neat thinking about it, because, like, I haven't played World of Final Fantasy, but I feel like, as opposed to that, where it is just, like, fan service and references as well, it's like 14 is different because it's, like, its own thing, but it, like, has all the different callbacks and stuff, but it's an interesting dynamic of, like, how they do that, are able to do this with, like, so much sprinkling in of, like, just from like the class system or the job system alone. Because you've got all like the old jobs as well. I think it's kind of cool because...
Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Because they have, like, you know... I mean, archers are in Final Fantasy Tactics, but I didn't, like, you know... But the fact that they turn into the bard is kind of, like, weird to me. But then bards, I believe, are also in Tactics. So it's just, like, a whole thing of, like, you know... I wouldn't equate the two. But then archers... I don't know about archers. Except for, like, the first, like the first ones with, like, 1 and 2, or whatever. It's, like, I don't really think there's, like, a lot of archers in the series. But, bards, there are bards as well, so... Because I'm trying to think in my brain, I'm like, are there any bards that I can think of off the top of my head? It's like, no, but, like, I know in 6 there's a bard. But I don't know about archers. Archers, I feel like, Archers are underutilized in the entire series. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. She's my ungrateful stray. That's a real compliment.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
Where our friends first. Oh, okay. My brain was like, wait, they fell in the hole or something? But then I'm like, oh, when they collapsed, derp. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, that's right.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could the ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
Broodmother's daughter?
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe, and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
Well.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way. That was Lee's. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
That's kind of interesting, because it's like...
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if
left
there
from
isn't some
Doma.
other method we could use to continue the search.
Then they got ambushed, but then the person he was with ends up in Alamigo, which is like the opposite side of the globe, but it's still like the border with the Empire, so I guess it makes sense, but it's just like... How? Whatever.
Let's be off then.
I really wish you could, like, journey over the world map, but, like, not interact with it, just, like,
not again.
super zoomed out
Enchantment barely seems to take these days.
on an airship.
I'd chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Because it's, like, sometimes I get the whole, like, where is it at on the map? But then I guess you can pull up the map and look at it, so never mind. But it's not that bad.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
I just want to go back to the burn, because it seems like an interesting place. It's just like a barren wasteland.
Does it now?
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
here
getting
I
at.
was all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac.
And like it had the map, it kind of gave like a scale of the world that you didn't really get before. That I quite enjoyed that.
I fear
But it made it seem like the
Still,
the burn was like a giant storm.
Each other's. You can only do what can be done.
From like the way it was visually presented, because it looked like a giant cloud as opposed to a giant wasteland. So I was kind of confused. Like that's what it meant when you actually got there, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be a wasteland, not a storm. Yeah, so it's like, wait, a giant cloud storm thing? Oh, I didn't think about that. But then it's like, no, it's just a giant wasteland where everything got wiped out by primals, so, nope. That was the woman who tamed Ishtola. Alright, well, I've got... Let me see something. How many cards do I have right now? Okay, so I got one more than half of the triple track cards. And it's the Undergrowth. They have 4 cards! Oh my gosh, yes. Doing it. Oh wow. Oh, there's another Alpha Node Inish. Oh, it's the Stormblood version. Alpha Node Alizair. The Owl Boss. Strix. Oh, the Doll Boss. I like it. Yeah, I thought it would be a lot. I didn't think it would be a lot easier, but I didn't know what to expect because of whatchamacallit. My brain, I can't think right now, but effing until like you actually look at the list and then it says effing it says what does it say? Yeah, like some of them like you can only get from like certain instances, so I didn't know that was a thing. And like after I saw that I was like, ooh, this might be a bit of a you know, not so easy. Alright, that's one. Calcabrina. If I should open it first. This is weird because I'm so used to like lately all the opponents have had like you can't see all the cards at once, so this is throwing me off. I'm like, oh, all the cards are visible. Oh. How convenient. Belladonna. Let's see, 7, 8, 8, 7. Okay, well that's 6 plus sneezing, so I should be good. Oh, what the F? Wait a minute. Well, I'm real stupid, aren't I? There's no plus. There's no plus here, and then the plus happens. Whatever. I need to switch out this 8 card because I need more options for the plus stuff. Whatever. Dang it, I just did the thing. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna hold out to see that they hopefully don't put a middle card here. Yeah, they're an annoyance for sure. I've gotten used to it though, because I used to be like way worse, but now I'm at least with plus for the most. Like plus is not that bad for me. Plus I'm pretty good at, and then same is very random because it's like if you can't see your opponent's cards, you don't know what they have, so you don't know if they have the cards that can be played against you in that way. But since I have like a lot of 8 sides, I need like more cards I can play that are derp like that. Where it's like I need more cards that have 2 sides that will play against each other. Alright, that is the Strix card. So that's 2 out of 4. 2 cards more than I had before. Calcabrina, or however you pronounce that. Strix. Alright. I'm guessing the other card's the Alpha Node and Alizé, right? It's gotta be. Anywho. See, like, this is annoying. I for sure need to, like, switch up my cards I'm playing, but wait a minute. Actually, go ahead and do that. If they put that blue card here, or that card there. Whatever. Whatever. What? I did not see that. Wow, okay. I can capture whatever they play next, so we're good. But then it's just a draw, so. I mean, at least they make it rains up so I can get, like, more from this every time. So at least there's that, I guess. Alright, yeah, I don't think they have, they've got that stupid dog card. So, every flipping time. Man, that's such a bootleg. Yes. What? The one. Okay, I already got that one. I've got the 20 card as well. Go. Derp, derp, derp. Double derp. It's not so bad. It's just, I don't know. I feel like no matter what, it takes forever on any of them. Even if they have like one card, it's like sometimes it feels like you need to like win 5 rounds before they finally give you the card, or a lot more, or just it seems random and super obnoxious if you're not getting the cards that you want. Oh, what the? Oh, it's reversed, dude. I did not realize that. It always catches me off guard. Every time. Dang it. Smash lost. Oh, never mind. Draw. I'll take it. There's gonna be 2 more cards, right? Or just, yeah, 2 more. Okay. 2 more cards. Ball and ace. I don't think they have any ones. I don't think. Could be wrong. Oh, come on. It's so annoying, because I don't have... Whatever. I don't even know how close I am to the next achievement threshold, though. I should probably check that. I knew this would happen. Let's see. Gold saucer, card thingy. Alright, so I need, wow, 34 more for the next, or 24 more for the next card. And I also need, wait a minute. Where's the, did I get the one for, wait a minute. I could've, did I get the one for winning again already? I guess I did, hold on. And, oh, there it is. Unique NPCs. Oh, 7 more, nice. So 7 more, and I get Ishtol's card for Heaven's Word. Okay, cool. That's not bad. 7's a lot less than flipping 24, so. I could just come back to this, so. I guess I'll just win one more and I'll continue. I'll come back to this later. Because it's no big deal if I don't get it all right now. I just saw that they had 4 cards and I was like, ooh, 4 cards, I'll take it. Okay, well now it's on the same, I should be fine with this deck anyway. Oh, thanks. Have fun on your adventures, wherever you're going. What did I get? Oh, I got one. Get close. Actually, one more card. Nice. If it's not Alpha and Alize, though, I'm gonna be annoyed, because I want that card. It's gotta be right. Like, it's gotta be the card. It's gotta be the card. There's no, it's not that card. Right? Plus 7 death. Isn't plus. Dang it. Effing effers. I was like thinking in my brain. I'm like, that's the one I effing thing. Yeah, 16. Oh, of course my numbers don't match. It's fine. Dang it. Oh wait, I should have played that first. Oh. Alright, I'll go for 3 more minutes with this, because I only need 1 more card, but then it's, you know, super random if you get it, or not. You know, isn't order or I think chaos mode or whatever random stuff where it's like you don't know what the next card's gonna be? Definitely more effective for me here. Wait, they have a weird. What the F was that last card? That like fire monster thing. Like what if it's that one? Whatever. Wait a minute. Dang it, that was dumb. I saw that after I did that. I was like, wait a minute. No. Man, I have no cards facing to the left of these. I mean, they can't get plus though, I don't think, so it's not, but once it's to that point, I can't really counter anything on the right, because all my cards are facing to the left. At least in this deck. This time I'm not going to set myself up for a stupid effing plus play. Wait a minute. Had to make sure. Dang it! How? Oh, the flipping 8s, dude. I didn't... Okay, let me win one more, because I should have had that one. I just made a miscalculation at the end, of course. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. Should have that. Well, I mean, it's whatever, dude. Yeah, I'm not used to, like, actually looking at my cards and then thinking, well, this plus from my opponent's perspective. Oh, I didn't get it. Alright, I'll come back for this later. Wait, is this a... Oh, it's a toad. I was like, am I playing against one of the brooms? Is that why it said that? It's like, no, it's not a broom, it's a toad. Or frog, or whatever. Wait, where am I going? I thought I was going back to, whatchamacallit? Wait, where am I going? Oh, dirt, never mind. Yeah, I was like, I thought we were going back to Alamigo, right? Thousand gil to teleport. Whatever. This is interesting because I didn't like foresee that we would be, aligned with the Reformation sect of the Imperials.
I'm sorry to drag you
soon.
halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Just the fact that they would go in and get ambushed and then come back.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
I thought the whole scenario of how Alphino would go to the Empire and everything the whole after they got ambushed, it was like, oh, I didn't expect that. So I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
Yeah, whatchamacallit. From the way he tells it, it makes it sound like there's more chaos, or not chaos, I guess upheaval and conflict in Garlemald than you would think.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night.
But then I guess thinking about it, that is like what the Ascians kind of hinted at, is that they are trying to just like induce a state of chaos and stuff and calamity, so that's kind of why.
It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hier know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too. Well, at least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Oh my gosh.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wool for us. Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Oh, it's a Shadow Hunter. Oh, and Alphanin.
By the gods. It's Alphino. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
No way. No, I don't believe it. It can't be Gaius. How? Didn't he die back in the Praetorium? Right? What the F? How is he alive? How? Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna call him Black Wolf, dude. He doesn't deserve that. Or not that he doesn't deserve it, it's just like, people that are jerks don't, like, no matter how good or bad, deserve a nickname. I'm just saying. Are you effing serious?
I, Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
How is he not dead?
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible! There's no way you could have survived!
My thoughts exactly.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Oh, I remember. I play it every other day.
How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
Okay, but now I'm, like, wondering how did he kill them? Because he's not a scion, so he can't, like, use one of those thingies that we used to, like, the ether tubes or whatever. I forgot what they call it, it's been a while. But, like, those things that you use to, like, when they separate from their mortal forms, and, like, you trap them in the thing, and then you destroy it with the crystal energy.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvas.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
I'm not a fan of clones. Or clone story elements.
And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
Well, that explains why Solus was... I was super curious about that dude. I was like, how is he not aged if he is like as old as they say he is? Or if he's like been around as long as he is, but then that explains why. So that does at least explain the whole Emperor Solus thing.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
See, this makes me like kinda... I mean... I'm glad it wasn't spoiled, like, because I've done that main scenario quest, like, a ton in the daily roulette, but it's, like, the fact that it's there is, like, you know, someone that's been playing up to this part can just go in and be like, oh man, you guys won't know what happens later on in the story, and just completely, like, spill the beans. But I'm, I don't know, it's funny, it's weird, right, because it's like, I don't trust people like, that to not happen, but it didn't happen, so I'm kind of... Like, the fact that I made it this far without having that spoiled for me is like, okay. It's a whole thing. I would get into the whole, like, you know, people say, like, a lot of good stuff about the Final Fantasy XIV community, so I guess that's, like, you know, plus score one for them, but then I tend to, like, not believe those types of things and think it's overstated. I'd like to speak in generalizations like that, but then I guess in this regard it was actually true, so. Or, like, in one instance like this, where I've not had it spoiled for me, so that was cool. Sometimes I'm in there and people are talking about the, like, you know, it's weird, because thinking about it now in hindsight, you know, there was, like, this one conversation in particular, but, like, it wasn't really anything, you know, specific, but it wasn't, It wasn't spoilery at all, but like, you know, just like the fact that someone was talking about stuff. Now I'm kind of curious, like, what happens after this that they might have been hinting at. But anyway.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
Let's another time. I don't know, dude. It's kind of like, I thought he was dead, so it's like, I thought he got what he deserved, but then it's like, I don't know, dude. It's like, on the one hand, I feel like I can let this go, but then, like, knowing what he did to Alamigo, like, all these things I've heard from, like, Alamigo and, like, Resistance, and, like, knowing that he just, like, I mean, on the one hand, did he do those things? Yes, but then it's like, he was just, like, you know, an Imperial doing what the Empire said. But that doesn't like make up for like the things he did. So it's like, you know, and the fact that he's like now aligned with us and like hunting down the Asians, it still doesn't make up for like all the his past misdeeds. So I'm of the mind of like, you know, on the one hand I do want to forgive him, but it's like ultimately, it's like his hands are too stained with blood. So I feel like he has not gotten the proper judgment slash you know, consequences of his actions. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to say that he deserves punishment. It's just like, you know, justice has been served in this respect. It's like he can't just like fade away and then people think he's dead. And it's like, oh, I got off on that one. So it's like, yeah, there are importance at hand, but guess what, pal? It's not over. So your time will come, one way or another.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Asian promises.
And he was with the Asians before, so it's like, yeah, dude, he only changed because they effed him. So it's like, yeah.
Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
That was interesting. I did not. That was, man, that was pretty...
So that was the infamous Black Wolf.
Wow.
An unexpected ally, to say the least.
Dude, I did not expect that at all. The story just keeps...
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Yeah, it definitely feels like things are building to a crescendo for Shadowbringers, for sure. As far as, like, I mean, at least, like, the end of post-Stormblood stuff. Like, leaving it at, like, a spot where, like, you definitely want to, like, check out the next expansion, since that's kind of how the game is, you know, built. Or the narrative, anyway, so... kind of interesting, like, to see, like, where they leave the story when Shadowbringers starts, because that was completely unexpected what just happened. I mean, I'm glad we have Alphanode back, but the fact that, like, Gaius is still out there, and he's, like, kind of on our side now, but he still needs to pay for what he did. I'm very intrigued by this. But then, like, you've got all the Scions have been sidelined with the flippin' calling, so it's like, it's just me and Alize and Cryo. And, like, whoever else that hasn't been affected, or hasn't been, you know, sidelined by it. procurement of ships. It is interesting because, like, the way Stormblood was, you know... I pulled a Black Rose chemical plant. They said they destroyed it, didn't they?
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
Sure.
See that you do.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
Wait, what? Is he asking?
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise.
homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Wait a minute.
Are you truly so naive?
Yeah, because like, if all the sources are clones, right? And like the previous one was like possessed by Ascian, like they all have been for who knows how long. Did like the last one just die of like natural causes or like what? So I'm kind of curious what's up with that. Or like even if they didn't, or like if they did or didn't, you know, like, that's a good point. Is like, you know, why didn't they, with all their Machiavellian schemes, like have a plan in place for succession to like not completely disrupt the empire that they had built up to keep sowing chaos and like build or try to make a calamity from their side.
You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
Or maybe that was the point, right? Is like, with, well, I guess, well, maybe I'll get to it. I'll shut up.
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
As I was saying before that cutscene, though, I think it was, you know, there was such a thrust for, like, you know, conflict in Stormblood, where it's like, you know, you start with Empire and the Alamegan resistance, and, like, you know, this side of the war, or on this front, with the Eorzean Alliance joining in later on. But then, like, you have to go to Doma first to get the Doma forces, and then get them in. And then get the Dome Alliance situation, and you come back over here, and then, like, at that point, the Eorzeans finally, you know, join up with the Alamegans, since they're actually, like, you know, becoming the actual nations once they win their independence, and you kill Xenos. But I didn't, like, think in my brain, I guess I didn't think that there would be, like, a counterattack. I mean, they did mention it, though, like, like, you know, in the story and stuff. I like the, as far as like when you were like making the giant barrier in the burn, that you know, it's only a matter of time before the Empire counterattacks. So I wasn't expecting the counterattack or the counteroffensive to be so soon, A, and then B, to have it like legit be like a, on the, like after having just finished the conflict that we got through with like the Alamegan liberation and then Doma liberation. Like I wasn't expecting that just to be like, and immediately after that, the counterattack from the Empire going into another war. So I'm kind of curious if it will just like escalate that fast and quickly, and how this like chemical warfare plays into it too. Harley on the front lines. Alright, here we go. Pretoria. Wait. Alright. There's at least one retainer that's almost done with this, or their thing. That's just not what I wanted to do. Yes, when I check my plants here. So 1, 2, 3 stacks of flax. Going on 4. So stop the rain anytime. It is indeed. Oh, well yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Let's see, depending on which retainer it is. Oh, man. Oh, man, I missed a episode of a new show I would like to stream. I'll watch later. Funny because I was supposed to take a break and play through the DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I still haven't done it. So I think once I get the Shadowbringers, I might finally do that. And also go ahead and play through, or not play through, but like get up to level 1 Destiny 2.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
So, Alphino won't wake up, Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right? Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea.
Didn't they say that they'd have the first batch from the new facility available? So it's possible they already have some, so I guess we'll see what happens.
The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Same.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Barissos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
It sounds like a trap, or some sort of setup. Like, now that I think about it...
Please! You know how much I hate politics! But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
Like my theory here is like, you know, the whole calling thing is like... I mean, I don't know. It's like, is it being manipulated by the Ascians? Because if they could have like sidelined us or put us out of action, they probably would have did it already. So I'm not so sure actually. Never mind. But then, like, if it is, I wouldn't be surprised if they're behind it. So.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Okay, now I'm not surprised. But then it's like, maybe I'm right about the whole...
That's settled then.
Trap
We don't know what Varus means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
Will it though?
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Alliance leaders. Probably with the Empire. Nice. Hold up. I want to share about that.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us. But you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader. One purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
That is true. But it was like, it wasn't by, it was by rebel factions, so unfortunate.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize the countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end. Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald, too, lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Reclamation.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
What did she say? Interesting. So because they, like, fear the Scions, or not Scions, the Primals, right? Or they're just so anti-primal that they, like, basically don't allow worship of any type of deities, I guess, except for the Emperor, which is pretty crazy. Well, it's pre-limited. I'll say this instead, because it's like, I think we have to bring up Zinus and the Asians. It's like, it's only like bad that we don't have like any type of like proof that we can bring out and be like, haha, gotcha. But, oh well. Or just hope that when he's talking, he like somehow should put his foot in his mouth somehow.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Barrens said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rhalgr's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the selfsame desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prizes will allow your master's demons. I like that response. I mean, that being said, if you go back to like the Warriors of the Dark or whatever, they were talking about this too. So it's like, it's possible they're not lying, but it's like, I would like to say this response, but then it's like, maybe they're not lying, but then it's like, I imagine there's like another way to like bring about, you know, the harmony of dark and light, so I'll just say this instead.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs.
Well, I guess that's why they wear different robes and masks, because you got the white, black, and red, right? But it's kind of confusing.
We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable! Unconscionable!
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
cannot condone such a loss of life. I mean, we have been taking him out, I'm just saying. So, I mean, but then I also cannot condone, like, killing entire planets. That's, that's a very, you know, can't let that slide. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna say this, but then it's like, this is also true, so it's like, you know. But then it's like, we've already killed Alcyon, so it's like, this has been proven, so it's like, yeah. Anyway.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Wow. We're all just standing there. The face of war.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Oh, alright. Well, I am going to leave it here because, I'm gonna go watch the news and eat dinner. Oh wow, look at that. Here the decisive battle for Eorzea begins. Hold up, dude. Oh, bummer. I do have to, like, yeah. Well, actually, hold up. Let me see. It says the adjoining area. Oh, where does this go to? Oh, the locks. Can I still get back? Is my question. Oh, I can. Cool. Wait, where is this? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna log out. I'll be back later on. Fall Guys first, and then I'll jump back on here. I don't think there's no combat, so I think I'd rather tell you myself. Cause I feel like we are getting closer to Shadow Bringers, but it's like, oh wow, someone has Richard Geralt. Ha ha ha. Funny, funny. Actually, I wonder what class they are. Aladdin. Geralt doesn't use a shield though, so that's actually not... Yeah. I mean, that's... Sometimes he does. Like, he could if he needed to, right? He's got the two swords though. Silver and... steel. Alright, like I said, I will be back streaming this hopefully later on. Oops. On that. Continuing the MSQ, so until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.